Good morning, everyone. Thomas Montgomery with IIMFL and Smart Money Alliance. It is a beautiful but rainy and overcast Wednesday morning, January 6, 2021, 7:59 a.m. Central. We get together most weekdays at this time, right before 8 o'clock Central, and talk with our distribution partners. Today, we have a special training, a special announcement. And this is an idea that we can't take credit for. Several of you brought forth a concern, almost a demand, but we'll call it a concern. What many of you said is, hey, there's some people that I know that are really well connected that can bring us massive volume of credit boost clients. However, I need a more organized way to pay them. We need overrides. We need to be able to pay out overrides for credit boost. So, that obviously spoke loudly to us. We have one of you that is on track for 600 credit boost referrals this month in January. I realize we're only on January 6th right now, but extrapolating out the current volume and predictions. So I can assure you, I can promise you, I can on an oath, I can tell you that if you start spreading the word about credit boost, you're going to run into some people that are key influencers that have the ability to drive in significant volume. Well, with this announcement that we have today on today's training, it's going to make it easier for you to work with them, because rather than you needing to create a relationship and adjudicate payments and so forth, we have modified the comp model, and anyone that's currently in is grandfathered, so no one's harmed. But the point is, we've altered the comp model to have overrides 3 levels deep. So now you can bring on those people that are key influencers, get paid from their production, and quite frankly, even if they bring on someone, you get paid overrides on 2 levels deep. This is not MLM, it's not network marketing, but it is an affiliate program with override commissions. So let's go ahead and dig into what you see on the screen. Hopefully you see the little cheat sheet here that we created called Credit Boost Overrides. So first we're going to go through the comp plan, and then we're going to talk about the process to add people to your team. So let's start with the comp plan. Well, the first thing we have to identify is what role are you in, because it's going to determine how you're paid. It's now different for joint venture incubator partners versus credit literacy educators. And again, if you're already a credit literacy educator, you're grandfathered in, nothing is changing, nothing's being taken away from you. So don't worry about that. Okay, so our joint venture incubator partners, first bullet is there's certainly no selling involved with the Credit Boost program. We provide you a landing page, you create awareness, you educate, you network, you do the magic to create awareness and drive people into your landing page. Once the prospect comes into the landing page, then we will send them the Credit Boost DocuSign, and we'll send them reminders each day for 120 days. Now, I'm not speaking of the benefits or the power of Credit Boost right now. We're just talking about the process. So we've covered training. You can go to the iimfl.org website, go to the Credit Boost page. There's some training there. You go over to the career page, and there's 3 or 4 YouTube videos at the top of the career tab or career page that talks more about the value proposition of Credit Boost. So if you don't have an appreciation or perspective of that, this will mean a little bit less to you. Here, we're just going through the nuts and bolts of the comp model. Okay, so as always has been, joint venture partners, we do a 50-50 split with them. So they are earning $5 per credit point increase for the referrals that they send in, again, with no selling involved. Well, we know that we're going to average a 100-point increase. So you multiply that times $5, and thus a joint venture incubator partner is going to earn on average $500 for submitting a lead in on their landing page, no selling involved. So we know that our goal is to help one person a day. We're going to give the gift of better credit. We're to give the gift of the Credit Boost program to at least one person a day. Let's just assume there's 30 days in the month, and that's how we come up with this number. So joint venture incubator partners should be at around 180,000 a year off of Credit Boost income alone. So let me pause there before I get to the credit literacy educators who are not joint venture incubator partners. Who has any questions about what we've covered so far at the top here of the comp plan? Anyone have any questions about how joint venture incubator partners are paid for Credit Boost activity? Any questions? And we're going to put that into the Q&A box, question and answer boxes like chat box on Zoom. Is that pretty clear? I think so. And again, nothing's changed there, so it's just a reiteration. I'll pause for a moment. So again, why is Credit Boost a big deal? We help clients add an average of 100 points in just 30 to 60 days, not with credit repair, but by adding new positive trade lines. We don't do credit repair. We don't compete with credit repair companies. We're now getting referrals from credit repair companies. So they can do the remove of the negative, the derogatory. It doesn't matter. We're focused on adding positive trade lines to increase the scores. So some of you do credit repair yourself. Great. We're not competing with you. Some of you want to start getting referrals from credit repair companies. Great. We're not competing with them. There's no concern because there's two ways to improve credit. Remove negative. Secondly is to add positive. And so we focus on adding positive to be able to see nearly immediate results. Okay, so back to the comp plan. So I didn't get any questions or comments from any of you, and we've got a bunch of you online today, so I'm assuming that's crystal clear. Now we're going to go down, so this is one heading, right? Now we're down to the second heading. So now we're going to look at how credit literacy educators are paid. Again, reiterating, because this is a big deal, credit literacy educators are not salespeople. They are not asked to sell something to anyone. They educate, they create awareness, and they drive into the landing page that we provide. Now, credit literacy educators are going to make for direct, notice direct, this means what they created themselves, the referrals that they generated themselves. They're going to now make $3. No worries. If you're already a credit literacy educator, you're grandfathered in. And if you're not yet, we can grandfather you in, just get signed up today on the 6th. But going forward, and grandfathered in means it was $5 a point. So not taking anything away from anyone that's already been with us, no worries. But going forward, we're going to reallocate some of those dollars, and you're going to see how. So we're still paying out the same amount to the field. We're just dividing it so you can get paid more based upon having a team. So let's continue. So going forward, for new credit literacy educators, they'll make $3 per point. Again, that's going to be an average of $300 per referral, because $3 times the average of 100-point increase. Not bad, right? Because you're certainly spending less than an hour, probably much less than 30 minutes, probably no more than just making a quick introduction and directing them to your landing page. But even if you spent 15 minutes educating them and directing them to your landing page, that's equivalent of $1,200 an hour. Crazy good, crazy good. Monthly income prediction for direct production would be $9,000. And so again, same formula. If we're helping an average of one person a day and we're earning an average of, there's average of 30 days in the month, earning an average of 300 per client, then 9,000. And that's not a bad gig. What I'm hearing from some of you though, is you really don't want to focus on direct as much. You want to build a team. You have contacts or willing to go develop contacts with people or organizations that have the volume. So it could be credit repair companies that are repairing the derogatories, taking off the negative, but they want to be able to also help their clients add positive and make money from it. It could be all kinds of different organizations and entities. So let's say that, or it could just be an individual. So the bottom line is, let's look at how the override commissions work, because this is the new part of the conversation, right? This is what's different than before. So you can recruit credit literacy educators. So in the past, we didn't have an override comp model for credit literacy educators. It was only direct commissions. And that was a barrier, a loud barrier, according to some of you, that were wanting to bring in others, but you wanted to be paid based upon their production, which is understandable, because if you went out and introduced it to someone, then they became a credit literacy educator. You deserve to be paid off those results, because that person would not have been working with us, most likely, if it weren't for you. So with override commissions, you can recruit credit literacy educators if you want, not required to. If you just want to go out and do direct production, that's fine. You'll earn $1 per point override. So we're still paying out $5 to the field, right? So there's $3 paid to whomever made the introduction, referred them in on the landing page, 1 point to whomever brought in that educator, and another $1 for whomever brought in that person. So it's a 3-tier comp model. 1 level is direct, 2 levels of overrides, and each of those override levels is $1. And Robert asked, is there a change to the landing page? No, there's not, because the landing page reflects the proposition to the participant, the person that's enrolling in the Credit Boost program, and to them, it looks exactly the same. It's no different to the client. It's just how the money's being divided on the back end. So again, if you're already with us, you're grandfathered. If you're not already with us, we can get you signed up today before we kick this in tomorrow on the 7th. So that way you're locked in at the $5 a point. But otherwise, let's continue and look at how the dollars would flow. So you're going to make an average of $100 override per referral. Some of you have an appreciation and a knowledge of the power of override and passive income, whereby you build a team, the team goes out and does the work, and you sit back and they call it mailbox money. You just get the deposits, you get the overrides. So $100 is obviously a lot less than the $300 that the person is making that's actually out educating, creating awareness, and driving into their landing page. But remember, this is pure passive income to you. Other than bringing the educator on board and maybe motivating them a bit, other than that, you're not responsible for driving in the leads that become conversions that generate commissions. So at $100, that's not anything to get real excited about. Things in America are expensive. $100 doesn't go as far as it used to. But what we need to do is project out, and let's say that we went out and got 10 educators. And so the 10 educators are out and they're getting paid exactly what they would expect. They're getting paid around $9 grand a month for helping one client a day. They're earning the $300 per referral, not taking anything out of their pocket. But if you were to go out, and this is just a sample, you can adjust the number up and down. You might say, well, I would never get 10 educators. I'd have 1 or 2. Or you might say, well, shoot, with this, I got 30 or 40. Obviously, it's a linear economic model. But the bottom line is, and it's highlighted here, if we work together to go bring on 10 educators that just followed the model, gave the gift of better credit, the gift of Credit Boost, on average 1 a day over a 30-day month, we had 10 of them doing that, how much would your overrides be per month? My gosh, your overrides would be 30 grand a month, 360,000 a year. Now that's not a guarantee, right? Because it's up to you to bring on educators that you earn overrides on. But it's not a very difficult proposition to talk about, because the Credit Boost is incredible. We are not charging for these primary trade lines or even the age trade lines. That's huge. You can go Google and see that you could spend thousands or $1,000 or thousands of dollars to go get primary trade lines and or age trade lines. We are not charging clients for that. We're only getting paid on results. Who doesn't want to pay on results, right? So they're paying $10 per point increase, we're paying out half of that to the field. If you're a joint venture incubator, then you get half of that. That's our deal, right? 50-50 split. If you come aboard after the 7th, or after today, in the 7th or after, then you'll earn $3, but then you can recruit educators and earn $1 override per point up to 2 levels D. And again, if we project out what that could equate to, even if you had no personal production, and I see James is asking this, are there any personal production goals? No, James, there's no personal production goals. So this is a big deal. And again, grandfathered in. So those of you that are already credit literacy educators, your agreement says $5. We're not going to revoke the agreement that you've executed. It's in writing. Thanks for being one of the first educators to join the team. Now, we're growing rapidly. We'll take on anyone today under the old model, but as of tomorrow, we'll switch to the new model, which will allow all of you to turn on the spigot and start driving in credit literacy educators, because as of tomorrow, it'll be under the new contract. Those new educators will be in your hierarchy, and you'll be earning overrides from their production. We'll continue to have these daily trainings and support. I see David's asking, what's my responsibility, or what's his responsibility when he brings on a credit literacy educator? Really just give them a little bit of guidance, right? I'll show you the process here at the bottom of the page, but just let them know we have the daily trainings like we're doing now. We'll send those out. It's pretty basic, but certainly encouraging them to get engaged and set goals with them. And for most of us, the goal should be 1 conversion per day, 30 clients that we give the gift of better credit to each month, the gift of Credit Boost. Okay, so before I get to the process here at the bottom of the page, I want to see if there's any questions on what we just covered right here. So Theo's asking, that's correct. So we're grandfathering in folks today, because it'd be unfair. Any of you that are already in are grandfathered automatically, but we need to give some notice. So if you become a credit literacy educator today, you'll be under the legacy agreement, and you'll be paid the $5 per point. That's correct. Theo's also asking, I think, or he's implying, so if he's grandfathered in, so let's say Theo signs up today as a credit literacy educator, starting tomorrow, will he be eligible to recruit other educators and receive overrides? Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Theo, for those questions. Barry says this is perfect for what he was doing in his office. Yes, and we just saw so many of you coming back and looking for guidance and direction and documentation of how to do a revenue share with referral sources. We realized that we really need to take responsibility for creating this system. And so we'll talk about the system at the bottom of the page, but thank you, Barry, and appreciate your input. You're a big part of why we're doing this. And Dion asked, can someone be an educator as well as an affiliate for the access to capital? Absolutely, absolutely. Tony is asking for clarification. If they're grandfathered, can someone also 5% override? So let me take a stab at, I don't understand exactly, Tony, what you're asking, but I'll try. So yeah, so Tony, you're a credit literacy educator. You're grandfathered in at the $5. So any of your direct production, you're paid at $5 per point. No one's taking that away. No one's changing that. But tomorrow, Tony, if you brought on another credit literacy educator, which I'm going to show you how to do here at the bottom of the page, super simple, then they would be making $3, and then you would be earning the overrides, right? So hopefully that makes sense. No one loses, everyone gains. All right, and Theo says, thank you, you're welcome. Okay, now scroll down to the process, and it's not very difficult. We have been using Post Affiliate Pro for quite some time to administer hierarchy, commissions and reporting. We'll continue to do that. We've not been using it for the credit literacy, for the credit boost side, but now we'll start as of tomorrow. So if you're going to bring on a credit literacy educator into your hierarchy, here are the 3 steps. Now, it's not 3 steps every time. Once you've done steps 1 and 2, then you just have to do step 3 with them. So first, we need to make sure that you're in Post Affiliate Pro. So you have a hierarchy. You're part of the communication stream, but you're in the hierarchy. That's where we administer commissions. It's the software that we use. So, and it's free and easy to become an affiliate. So it's not some extra fee. Don't worry about that. So first, we need to make sure that you're an affiliate. You can use this direct link, or you can go to the IIMFL career page and at the bottom get signed up as an affiliate, or go back to whomever introduced you and get signed up as a sub-affiliate under them. So that's step 1. We only need to do that once, then you're in the system. If you're already an affiliate, you don't need to go back and do it again. So it's not a new affiliate program. It's going to be a new campaign under the current Post Affiliate Pro. So if you've already done number 1, great. If you've not, we need to do that, because we wouldn't even know how to pay you commissions, because that's where the commissions are administered out of Post Affiliate Pro. Okay, number 2, of course, then you need to be a credit literacy educator. And so you can go to the career page of IIMFL, and at the bottom, there's an inquiry form, and you would let us know, hey, I want to be a credit literacy educator. And if so, then check the box, and we'll send the DocuSign packet to get someone signed up as a credit literacy educator. Many of you, most of you, frankly, that's on the call today already are, but if not, these are the first 2 steps. So you only have to do these steps 1 time. This is getting you positioned properly to get the overrides, right? So now all that's really left is step 3. This is what the simple step is that we do as we're bringing on credit literacy educators, which is repeat step 1 and 2, but for them instead of you. So then you would have them become an affiliate in Post Affiliate Pro. So we have their information, we can pay them, and the overrides are automatically mapped and all that. And so you would not send someone to the main page, because that's going to plug them directly to us. You need them to be plugged in as a sub-affiliate of yours. And so in Post Affiliate Pro, when you log into your account, down at the bottom, there's a link to add an affiliate, and they would become a sub-affiliate of yours. And I can train you on that tomorrow if you'd like, as we launch this. And then secondly, then you're going to have them sign up as a credit literacy educator. It doesn't really matter if they listed you as a referred by or anything else when they sign up as a credit literacy educator, because the comp is administered through Post Affiliate Pro. So as long as they're signed up as a sub-affiliate, which you can log in a Post Affiliate Pro and see, so there's no mystery. You can log in right now and see who your sub-affiliates are. So let's review. The process to add credit literacy educators to your hierarchy so you earn overrides are as follows. First, make sure you are set up as an affiliate. Number 2, make sure that you are set up as a credit literacy educator. We only need to do that once, and then it's taken care of. You may already have done both of these things, which is fine. But the bottom line is then, as you bring on others, you're going to have them do the same thing. Get plugged into your hierarchy in Post Affiliate Pro. Tomorrow, I'll demonstrate how to do that. It's easy. You'll log in, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. And then secondly, then you'll have them go to the career page of IIMFL and be able to receive the DocuSign to get signed up. Okay, so now let's dig into your questions. I'll make this a little bit smaller so we can all see the whole screen. So we've covered it. It's not a real big change in terms of things are a lot different. It's a really big deal for those of you like Barry and David and some of the others of you that are out finding tremendous response to Credit Boost, but you needed an easier way to bring other people into the business where they can get paid and you automatically get paid without you having to go create the infrastructure. Okay, so if you're not sure if you're an affiliate or not, just send us an email and we can look. You should probably know, but you can send us an email and we can check to see if you're set up as an affiliate in IIMFL or not. If you're not, it's free and easy to get set up. And if you are, then we're good to go. So just email us on an individual basis for that. Thank you, Robert. Theo asked a good question, and the answer is not simple, unfortunately. So we have grown the affiliate network. I don't know the current number, but we're pushing 10,000 affiliates across the country, which is great. And I think we'll probably hit 100,000 in the matter of 60 days or so with this rollout. But regardless, Theo's asking a simple question. From the time that he signs up, from the time that he does number one to become an affiliate, how long until he gets his link that he can share with others? And what will happen is you sign up and request to be an affiliate using either this page or the same link off the career page or under someone else's sub-affiliate link. The request comes to us. Normally on a daily basis, we will we'll review and approve the new affiliates that are applying. With that being said, then it'll automatically send an email out to you to give you instructions to say, okay, log in and here's the link, and log in and create your password. So no more than 24 hours should pass by, Theo, from the time that someone applies until they're approved. I will tell you that we're generating so much volume through Post Affiliate Pro that there's a bit of a throttling of how many emails that they'll send out at a time. So it could be 24 to 48 hours before that process is through, just because it gets caught in the queue of the massive number of emails going out. But we approve on a daily basis. Okay, and then another question, can I modify or white label the affiliate link? Well, sure. I mean, what's going to happen is you won't be ever using this link. You're going to use a link that's coded specifically to you, that's provided in Post Affiliate Pro. And so that's going to be standardized. But if you wanted to create some other URL that you forwarded to the link that Post Affiliate Pro gives you to sign up sub-affiliates, then that would be fine. No one would really know the difference. Okay, so we covered a really big topic because a number of you see the power of what we're doing with Credit Boost and want to be able to grow it quickly. And so how do you grow it and how do you make money? There's one of two choices. Number one, you either go out and create the leads and funnel into your landing page, and or you go out and create sub-affiliates that are educators. They do the work and you sit back and get the overrides. It makes sense to possibly do both, but it's completely up to you. There's no requirement to recruit. There's no requirement for direct production. It's up to you. But you're going to always make the most money, almost always make the most money by getting other people involved. Because there's some people out there, and it'll shock you how big of a sphere of influence they have, that they can flip the switch and get the Credit Boost message out to hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of people. And that may not be something that you have the ability to do. And there's a few of you on here that have struggled a little bit in direct production. This may be the answer for you. If direct production's not your knack, you're not able to generate leads yourself through whatever you're trying, then maybe you want to pivot over, focus on team building, and just sit back and take the money from their production. Okay. David asked, will we be able to see the Credit Boost activity through the affiliate portal? Absolutely. So that's the beauty of Post Affiliate Pro, David, and everyone else, is that you'll see the commissions that you've earned, and it'll be real time. Now, of course, how do you earn commissions off of Credit Boost? It is based upon having a client that enrolled, that we've increased their credit score. We've invoiced them and we have ACH authorization, but essentially we've collected from them the performance fee and then we adjudicate that out to all of you. So yes, you'll see those numbers in Post Affiliate Pro. Okay, Robert's going to target some African-American churches. I agree. Going to key influencers is great, and this will give the pastor, and here's a way that you could 3-tier it, and I'll add a little comment here at the bottom just because of what Robert said. So let's say that Robert brings in, I'll do a very simplistic demonstration here on the fly. So we'll say Robert brings in a pastor. Now I'm off to another page, sorry. That brings in the congregation or the church. So let me make this back on one page here to demonstrate. This is probably the worst demonstration ever, but we'll stick with it. So Robert's going to get override. Pastor is misspelled, isn't it? The pastor is going to get an override, and the church is going to get the direct production income, which of course is the $3 a point versus $1 a point versus $1 a point. So what's the point? What's the point? What I'm trying to clarify is that yes, Robert, going after faith-based institutions can be great, and you can get the pastor or the key influencer plugged in, and then also get the entity itself plugged in, and everybody gets paid. And the pastor doesn't feel bad because the pastor's not taking money away from the church. The church is still getting their full $3. This can work with executive directors of chambers or other organizations as well. Great point, Robert. Anna Marie asked, will there be another link to sign up credit literacy educators in Post Affiliate Pro? No, it'll be, let me get this off the page because it probably confuses us a bit. So no, in Post Affiliate Pro, they'll just sign up as an affiliate, and then they'll turn around and fill out the inquiry form on the IIMFL career page. We'll send them the DocuSign, and then recruit. All right, thank you, Anne Marie. All right, David asked a good questions as far as clients that pay up front. And I mentioned this, I think it was on yesterday's training. What we have allowed in the past is the ability that if you brought on a client that wanted to prepay, they could prepay $500 for credit boost. So instead of paying $10 a point, they could pay upfront $500. You would collect that. You would keep half, you would forward it half to us. And that's been really popular. And so I don't know how that would work into this model. It probably wouldn't. It wouldn't easily, at least. So I don't know what the outcome of that is. But if we're not pre-selling and it's normally off of production, frankly, we're all going to make more money if they pay after the fact. But we see some organizations want to prepay. And one of you, again, we had a conversation together yesterday, and you're bringing on, most likely bringing on hundreds of people a month that are prepaying. And so at this point, prepayment is just based upon direct commissions at this time. All right, so let's see. Theo asked, once I become a credit literacy educator, can I create a business and go through the Access to Capital program? Oh, okay. So essentially Theo's asking, can he refer himself? And that's probably one of the most difficult questions that we get asked about that. And if someone else right now it wouldn't matter because as of today, on January 6th and before, there were no overrides on Credit Boost. It was just direct commissions, so it wouldn't have mattered. But going forward, we need to respect whoever introduced you. And so if you sign yourself up, are you taking commission out of their pocket? So that'll have to be resolved. I don't know the answer to that. We want to make sure everyone is protected and happy, but I don't know yet how they'll handle commissions on yourself. All right, and see, Joseph says, all right, so going back down here, Joseph has a question on my very simplistic model. Okay, so in this case, so we're only 3 levels deep. That's all the comp model is set up to, because the deeper that we make it, the less that's going to be paid out to each of the levels. So we have 3 levels deep here. Let me tab this over. So it's 3 levels deep. So now this pastor could be active and go out and bring on other churches. So there's no width maximum. This pastor could have 10 churches that he or she brings in. And so now the pastor is earning an override on all 10 of those churches, and Robert's earning an override on all 10 of those churches. But Joseph brings up a good point. There is no 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 3 levels deep. Oops, don't know why I did that. This is 3 levels deep. That's all the comp model is going to pay. So Robert can go as wide as he wants on level 2. Robert can go as wide as he wants on level 3, but it only goes 3 levels deep. Thank you, Joseph, for that question. And then, yes, Dion, so this has nothing to do, this is not changing the overrides of access to capital by being an affiliate. All that's staying the same. Okay, so let's kind of wrap it up here. So what do we take away from this? Exciting that if you're not a credit literacy educator, you may want to decide to enroll today on January 6th so you can get grandfathered in. Not pushing you to do that, but here's your fair notice. Secondly, I would today start putting a plan together, knowing that as of tomorrow, we're going to be set up to do the overrides on Credit Boost. And so today I would do the planning and thought process, and you can go ahead and start adding people in today as sub-affiliates, because that system is in place already. As of tomorrow on January 7th, the credit literacy educator agreements will read differently. So instead of reading that they get $5 with no overrides, it will read just like we're talking about here. It'll be incorporated in. And we can do an addendum to those of you that are already on board. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. You'll get $5 as a credit literacy educator if you're grandfathered in, but you will be able to add educators. They'll make the 3 and you'll make the override. So no one's getting shut out. So in summary, today, if you're not a credit literacy educator, great day to become one. In summary, work on your plan of who you want to start reaching out to tomorrow, and then you can turn on the recruitment engine, recruit credit literacy educators. Why would you do that? Because some of them are going to be all-stars. You never know, really. But some of them will be all-stars, and they'll start going out and producing. And if ultimately we can get 5, 10, or 20 educators that are out following the plan and recruiting at least one a day, the simple plan, now all of a sudden you're making a very nice adult income. So yes, Peggy, we owe you your Credit Boost landing page. We'll be getting that to you today, and then we'll be working on the addendums and getting those out tomorrow, and then also having the modified agreement for new credit literacy educators. So as of today in DocuSign, it's the grandfathered credit literacy educator. New forms, new documents will come out tomorrow. So big news. Hopefully you see this. Hopefully you appreciate it. Thank you for your time, and we'll talk soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.